Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing something a little bit different. It's a get ready with me, but I'm going to be Elphaba. I can't even pretend this was somebody else's idea because it was completely my idea. I don't even know what I would like. At the time, it sounded fun. It was like every Saturday in October we should dress up as something else. We're not doing that. We're doing it one time. And Elphaba seemed like a good idea because my friend's shop is pink, so she was obviously going to be Glinda. There's going to be the new Wicked coming out. Everything sounded like fun till it came to the point where the green foundation arrived and I started to get a little bit concerned about staining my face. So I got up early and I did quite a lot of skincare. I'm already a little bit predisposed for breakouts at the moment, all over my jaw. So I've been slightly concerned, but it's proper foundation. It's not like, oh my god, I can't open this wig cap. It's proper foundation that I bought, I think. It's not like face paint. The glue. It's not like face paint. This is the same thing I've talked about in my like pre-COVID brain of putting myself in situations where I'm away from home and it makes me anxious. I can't explain it. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Oh, there's two wig caps. Okay. But being green outside of the house was my idea. I just got Lee to put some petrol in my car because I'm like, under no circumstances can I rock up at a petrol station as Elphaba. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Was my idea? This was my idea. I always think the wig kind of makes or breaks these things, so it could all end up terribly anyway. Also, the costume that I bought was pretty good. It was less than £20. It had, obviously, 2 wig caps, it turns out. These gloves, which I'm unsure about because this is the colour of the foundation that I'm going to be wearing. But the gloves do mean that I don't have to put any foundation on my hands. What I'm thinking is I might put them on. I haven't tried this. But I might put them on and then put a little bit of the foundation just on the backs of my hands. So it's not too... I mean, this is not Broadway. I might be overthinking this. I'm very glad I kept this. You may remember when we were going through the declutter, I specifically had this one Old Revolution palette that's like all kind of face paint colours from such a long time ago, probably 10 years ago, but who cares at this point? Because that's going to be really helpful in whatever this ends up being. But yeah, got the wig caps, got the gloves, got the wig, which time will tell what that ends up looking like, but also the glasses, which this could make or break the look, because the wig is just going to be a cheap wig. And then the hat, and it was less than £20. I think that was pretty good for a costume that I can wear again, for sure. I'm putting off starting. I don't really know where to start. I'm going to look at a picture. I want to do like a little bit of... I like the little freckles on new Elphaba, but I want to do a little bit of contouring. I actually hadn't thought about eye makeup or lips until I looked at this picture now. What am I going to do for lips? I wonder if I've got a green eyeliner. You see, this is the problem with not wanting to get rid of things, because I'm like, I know I've had some things that would work. So it turns out I do have a green eyeliner. Are these the same? I've got a green eyeliner and then I've got Ransom and Binge. The green is Mildew from Urban Decay. Could I have that as a lip? Perhaps. I also have this Bobbi Brown, which is very loose. It's like a duochrome. Oh, look at this. It, like, depending on the light, it's like a purple. It kind of looks like a bruise, honestly. Like a purple or a green. So that definitely is going on my eyes. I don't know whether to do underpainting and try and get a little bit of contour and stuff going on before I put this on, because this is quite sheer. This is not like face paint. This is like foundation. It's gonna blend. So do I start with the base of this, or do I do this over the top of something else to like tint, you know, like, because I want to do some brightness. I actually think it's like a cream to powder. It feels quite nice. It might be okay, you know. I've decided on the underpainting. Oh my god, don't get this on what I'm wearing. So I'm going to try and brighten up the kind of concealer area with the white. And then I'm going to go in with like a mix of the green and the black to do the areas that I would contour, and then I'm going to try to lightly tint my entire face and neck with the green foundation. This stuff is not great. This stuff's not like the most blendable thing in the world, so I'm really hoping... I don't feel like there's any other way to apply this than with a sponge. But I'm really hoping that this is going to be considerably... Ooh, I like this already. It's going to be considerably better. I just feel like, should I have done... Like, it's going to look really patchy. Should I have done, like, actual proper foundation underneath? Because that has ended up giving me lots of, like, marks. Do I need to start again? We're starting again. But also, on the hunt for... is this even still? On the hunt for a foundation, I was looking for, like, a high coverage foundation. I found these, which years and years ago, I think these are True Match. Years and years ago, L'Oreal sent out, like, a PR set that had all these different colours of foundation, and they said that you could, like, mix and match and make them slightly different so that they would match you perfectly. But all this time, oh, it might have separated a little bit, but all this time I've had proper full-on foundations in weird colours. Maybe this is the way to go. I'm gonna just see. Ooh, that's a huge amount of green right there. Okay, let's just see. Feels not quite right, but we're going with it. I'm just going to kind of cover my entire face with this first. This can be the base, and then I'll use that white one. I don't feel like this foundation is necessarily good anymore, but it might be better than using that, like, Halloween special effects palette. Okay, that didn't work either, but I did kind of think when I was putting that one on, my skin feels not fantastic, so I'm going to put on a little bit of primer. Probably should be moisturizer at this point, but here we go. I'm going to do the Hydra Grippy Primer because that's probably a good idea, right? This says it's a serum as well. So maybe this will be a double duty and make my skin feel less like I've just taken off and removed 2 faces of foundation. Then I'm going to go in with the foundation that I bought and just do that as the base and see what happens, because it actually feels quite nice, that primer. It does start to get a bit tacky as it dries, but as I was putting it on my face, it felt nice on my skin. So in the mirror, this looks really good. On camera, it looks terrible. And bearing in mind, I plan to film many a reel today. It really needs to look good on camera. I don't know whether or not it's because of the light against me, because I swear to God, it doesn't look that bad at all when I'm looking in the mirror. So I'm just going to keep going with it. It might need a few layers to make sure that my actual skin is not peeking through. Don't forget the ears. Obviously the neck. The costume was Shrek, right? Because I think I've knocked it out of the park. I just need to create myself some papier-mâché ears and I'm good to go. The worst part is my face is so itchy. It's getting like... Every little bit of me is like, I'm so itchy and I can't scratch myself. Right, I don't know if I can make this... Oh my God, now suddenly this side of my face is itchy. I don't know if this can be better than this. So I'm just going to start doing other things. I do know that once I'm done, I'm going to cover myself in this, which is basically hairspray for my face. Oh my God, now I've said it. I'm going to have to take an antihistamine or something because I'm starting to feel super itchy. That doesn't go with this. I am probably going to need to take this stuff with me because the chances of me not smudging all day are slim. Should I powder? Should I? Is that gonna, I mean, again, can I make it better? But most importantly, can I make it worse? Should I powder? Right, I'm doing it. I'm putting on the powder. I want to brighten up this area. Anyway, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. It makes it look better. The powder makes the foundation look better. Maybe this is what I've been missing this whole time. I just needed to set it. I take it back. I actually think I might have ruined this. And my face, my face is itchy and my nose is running and this is the worst. And I'm never ever doing this again. Right, I'm going to do my eyes and just forget about my face for now. Right, I assure you, this looks better in person. We start here. We start again, we did. But I figured out the best way to do this, and that was to put a little bit of foundation or concealer into this palette and get a little bit mixed together, and then I got some coverage, which was the thing that I was really missing. Right, now I'm going to do the eyes. I'm so sniffly. It's not conducive with having a green face, but I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm way behind though. I should have set off by now. Something wicked this way comes. We've definitely delved further into Shrek than I would have liked. But I have to just make my peace with it at this point, because it's like half an hour later than I was supposed to leave the house, and I haven't even put the wig on yet. The lips are what they are. I didn't want to like fully cover them in like pencil, but this way I can like top up throughout the day. So I haven't put anything on, I haven't put any powder or anything on. I'm gonna fully spray my face with that hairspray stuff as soon as I've done my mascara, which is now I pray for no dripping of that. I think it's going to need a few coats. No, I should have done it before the mascara. Surely the wig is going to make everything seem less insane. She hopes. She'll cover my ears a little bit, because I got them, but there's only so much you can do. I also don't know whether or not I'm going to be able to pin this. It's not the best wig in the world, is it? But, what are we expecting for the full set being less than £20? I should probably hairspray the wig, actually. I'll get it in place, and then I'll hairspray it. So hopefully I won't get a load of flyaways all over my face. How many pins do we reckon will keep this wig in place? I can already feel the hairs on my face. That's going to drive me insane. How long before I'm seriously taking cleanser with me? Because how long before I have to take this makeup off? I don't think I'm going to be able to last all day. Oh my god. Please get these hairs off my face. I mean, it's not the worst. Probably not the best either, but it's not the worst. I'm looking past the makeup for now, because I think that's going to get better in a second as well. I'm going to put a little bit of powder on, but not everywhere this time. I'm just going to powder the areas that I would powder in real life. And then we've got the glasses, and then we've also got the hat. It's going to come together as a more cohesive look once it's not just green foundation. Got white powder all over the thing I'm wearing as well, which is not ideal, but I do think that helps massively. But when I put it everywhere, it didn't look good. So I'm just going to put it in the areas that I would usually put powder, and I think that makes it look more, more like I'm just naturally green. That's what I'm going for. Tell me that doesn't make the world of difference. So in case you were considering following this as a tutorial, my main takeaway from doing a full face paint is mix it with foundation, because by the end I was literally just pumping foundation into that thing and like mixing it together, because otherwise you just don't get the coverage. But I am hopeful. Do you know what I am going to put? Just kind of feel like it needs to be set. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I think I might be taking this too seriously. I might be overthinking how convincing my green skin is. So now it's time for the gloves that don't match my skin at all. So can I possibly a little bit blend these in? I saw someone online. This is not the same colour. It's not the same colour. I saw someone online with like chiffon green, and I thought, oh, that looks so much better. That looks so much better. Now it just looks... I just need to blend them out a little bit. The gloves look terrible. Absolutely not. Instead, I'm going to try and do the backs of my hands. Maybe not my fingers, but like just the backs of my hands, and hairspray them. I'm as done as I'm going to be. I'm not going crazier than that. So we need the glasses. Wherever I put those. Here we are. I feel like this on its own makes all the difference. How am I going to do this behind the wig? That dislodged the hair quite a bit. I need to try to get all the bits of hair that could come out. Away. Okay. So we've got the hair, we've got the glasses. The final touch is this, but how does that go over the hair? Ooh, I'm not sure about the hat. The hat might be too small to go on top of the hair. Oh, maybe. What do we think? What do we think? Okay, listen. I cannot deal. Once I've got the hat on, it's not bad. It's not bad, right? It's not bad. I do think that I need something else for the mouth. Like, maybe I do need to colour my whole lips in. Maybe that's what it is. Because it just feels like an afterthought. What do we think? Was it worth the amateur dramatics that got us here? Probably not. But so long as I get there in one piece and my whole car isn't green, it will have been worth it.